Singapore is making headlines for the death penalty for drugs. It comes after a severe increase in drug-related crimes in the nation. Singapore is now taking drastic steps to deter the supply and trafficking of drugs. The death penalty is the most severe punishment available for drug-related offenses. Drug-related crimes continue to plague the nation, warranting such action. Under Singapore law, those found guilty of trafficking 15 grams of opium, 500 grams of marijuana or 250 grams of methamphetamine may face the death penalty. The Singaporean government has passed an amendment in January 2021 to make the death penalty mandatory for certain drug offences. This includes the possession and trafficking of controlled substances. This new amendment is meant to serve as a strong deterrent for drug offenses. The Singaporean government is committed to sending a strong message to drug offenders, as stated by the Minister for Home Affairs. The death penalty should serve as a warning against drug-related crimes in Singapore. Law enforcement agencies such as the Central Narcotics Bureau are actively engaged in the fight against drugs in Singapore. The CNB has been successful in busting drug trafficking organizations and dismantling the drug supply chain in Singapore. The number of drug-related arrests has also gone up in recent years. The government has also allocated significant resources to combat drug-related crimes. It has also implemented life-saving measures such as the opioid substitution program to rehabilitate drug addicts. The Singaporean government hopes that the death penalty for drugs will help create a deterrent effect and curb drug-related crimes. Critics have argued that the death penalty does not always serve as a deterrent and may even lead to further bloodshed. Others have argued that the death penalty does not address the root causes of drug-related crimes. The debate over the Singaporean death penalty for drugs is likely to continue for some time. Meanwhile, the government has put in place the necessary measures to ensure the death penalty is enforced in an effective and responsible manner. This includes the use of experts to decide on the death penalty, as well as judges who must ensure the offender is given a fair chance to prove his innocence. The Singaporean government has also adopted stringent procedures to evaluate mitigating factors. Last but not least, financial compensation is provided for family members of those who are facing the death penalty for drug offenses. The Singaporean death penalty for drugs serves as a stark reminder of the government's commitment to tackling drug-related crimes.